So I got introduced to the concept of the enthusiastic yes via TikTok. Before TikTok, I'd never heard of that as a phrase. And that fundamentally changed the way that I view my interactions with the women that I'm intimate with. For the millennial generation and prior, as children, the boys were taught that a yes is a yes, a no is sometimes a yes, and sometimes a series of no's can become a yes. And if they do, it goes back to a yes is a yes. Now, with that being the understanding that these boys had growing up, it's no wonder that grape culture is so prevalent in our society. In 2017, the Me Too movement crescendoed as women were coming out to talk about how men were essaying them. But another thing that happened because of that movement is that the talks about consent started happening a lot more frequently. And a lot of men were complaining about that. You'd hear a lot of men saying things like, oh, well, now I don't know if I can talk to her, or it might be considered sexual harassment. Now I don't know if I'll hook up with this woman, and then the next day she's going to claim that I raped her. I've always found these kinds of talks really weird because I've only ever been intimate with people that like me, so I've never had to worry about this. Looking back, I realized that these men had issues with this because they had a bad fundamental understanding of the concept of consent. And like I said, I think that's because our generation wasn't taught a good understanding of consent. At the very root of it, the person has to want the thing that you are doing to be happening for it to be consensual. And a lot of men don't know how to factor what a woman wants in an interaction. A lot of men are under the impression that women don't know what they want in an interaction, and that can cause all kinds of problems. Introducing the enthusiastic yes. I do not want to hit on someone who hasn't indicated that they're open to being hit on. I do not want to sleep with someone who hasn't indicated that they want to sleep with me. So if I make a proposition to somebody and it's met with anything other than an enthusiastic yes, I treat it as a no. And I don't know is a no. An unflirtatious maybe is a no. A no is a no. I'm tired is a no. I don't feel too good is a no. Anything that's not a hell yes is a no. And no's are okay because there's nothing good about sleeping with somebody who does not want to be participating in that action. Once someone has said no the first time, you are now in an interesting situation because they have expressed a disinterest in whatever you are proposing. And now it is up to you to decide whether or not you are a respectful enough person to acknowledge that. Because if your strategy is to wear her down, then what that means is you understand she has expressed disinterest in what you're proposing and you do not care. And so you will attempt to continue pressuring her until she gives you what you want. That is coercion, that is SA, and anyone who takes part in that is a terrible person.